Now, 7 members of one of Scotland's largest paedophile gangs have each been sentenced to a lifelong restriction order, the equivalent of a life sentence. During a 2-month trial, a court heard how children in Glasgow were plied with alcohol and cocaine before being taken to a location dubbed Beastie House. Police said the victims had suffered unimaginable abuse, with offences including rape, attempted murder and assault. Sky's Scotland correspondent Conor Gillis reports now, and just a warning, it does contain distressing content.
Is this what evil looks like? The grotesque gang responsible for Scotland's biggest child sex abuse ring. The paedophiles who organised regular nights to rape children. Now behind bars, here they are, unmasked one by one. The heroin addicts who laughed as their innocent victims were sexually abused on an industrial scale after being plied with alcohol and cocaine.
Such depravity as you displayed against young children is beyond my experience. As was said in the aftermath of the trial, this is not typical behaviour. Such extreme abuse of children seems to be rare. Children showed extraordinary fortitude, strength and stamina, undergoing months and years of interviews as investigators struggled to discover and comprehend the full extent of what you had done to them.
Branded monsters, this is the filthy drug den that was swarming with rapists here in Glasgow, where a youngster was shoved in a microwave and oven, where older children were forced to sexually abuse the youngest as adults watched, to the horror of those who thought they knew them.
The 2 ringleaders, I know, they've stayed up in my flat and whatever. It's just disgusting.
They've stayed in your flat?
Some of them. I just hope they'll get the key thrown away, honestly.
This was the largest prosecution of its kind in Scottish history, raising significant issues about what the authorities knew. The court heard that there had been concerns about the children for several years before action was taken. And that is now at the centre of a major review announced more than a year ago, but is yet to deliver any answers about what's been called a disgusting and disgraceful scandal.
It's very hard to find the words, adequate words, to describe how shocking and horrific what's happened to what were very young children over a prolonged period. We can't afford to turn away from the lessons that need to be learned in order to protect all of our children from such horrific abuse and neglect.
And there are only 2 questions left here. Why did these children suffer such terror, such a miserable existence? And are the authorities capable of change to prevent history repeating itself? Conor Gillis, Sky News, Glasgow.